Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and today we are going to be looking at how Weakpoint gauge is affected by difficulty scaling in this game. The reason why I want to make this video is that I've been going through all the different characters of the roster preparing for the Warrior Showcase video series, and I noticed that the more I upgraded the equipment of each of the characters, I noticed that there was a very remarkable difference in how reliably certain combos could break gauges, and I know that that's going to affect videos moving forward. For the purposes of context, I do always play on very hard. That is when the resistances and defenses in weak point gauges are at their highest, and hopefully that should provide an equivalent to most people who aren't as progressed through this game playing on normal. So the whole point of this particular video is just give a general frame of reference for the exact same combo using the exact same weapon and then seeing how much difficulty should affect it. I'm going to be using a Moblin arm with a Claymore moveset. Obviously I love the Claymore moveset. I want to be able to use the exact same combo against the exact same scenarios to see how much of a difference there is. And yeah, quickly switch over to easy mode, and let's go ahead, get these tests going. Alright, so for these tests, we're going to go up against a Black Hinox on easy mode, and we're going to try to punish the exact same attack with the exact same combo. There we go. Four initial hits into a combo 5, an EX combo 5 for the Claymore. Alright. Switch over to normal then. Okay, normal mode. Hopefully he will use the exact same attack, just to give us a little bit of a better idea. You kind of already see the difference there with how, like, after the stasis broke, because I remember on easy, the stasis was still kind of going strong while the weak point gauge was still breaking. But yeah, that's normal. That's a very noticeable difference with normal. Next up. Alright, hard mode. The AI has a tendency to use a different move than the one that I want. So, it is definitely more than normal. Time to scale it up! Alright, finally, very hard mode. Let's hope the AI does me a solid. Okay, yeah, no, that's notable. We're gonna have to put a freeze frame on that, because that is very, very, very different. Okay, so basically, again, like I said, the point of this video was just to show how much of a difference there was, and the fact that there actually is a difference. The reason why also I want to make it is just that, again, for most people playing on normal, I think like the difference between normal and very hard isn't all that different. Obviously, yes, there is the small margin for error when it comes to getting that weak point gauge, that last sliver by hitting critical points, but at that point, though, just having higher damage weapons is going to affect it. Another thing I want to point out, too, is that the character level and the recommended level of the particular mission that you're looking at is also going to affect how much the weak point gauge is. It's not a very consistent static number for the weak point gauge, so obviously, like, there will be general, like, this combo 5 will be enough to deplete the gauge in this scenario, and it should be universal for all scenarios as well. So yeah, like I said, the reason why I want to make this video, provide context as to why a lot of the videos that I make rely on certain combos to not only create weak point gauges, but also to expend weak point gauges, whatever the case may be, so that you guys playing on normal difficulty should be relatively at that same frequency, that same consistency. So yeah, the several factors that go into play here. Again, the biggest one would definitely be the damage of the weapons that you use. And I think that's essentially what it boils down to, though. Like, the upgrades mean everything in this game. Obviously, I can go talk on and on about movesets, but being able to bring up those numbers should make the difference. And like I said, hopefully what I do on very hard difficulty should scale to the equivalent of normal difficulty for most other people, as you guys are trying to experiment, look at what characters you want to main for your progression through the game, and overall is having a good time playing with the different movesets and seeing what fits your playstyle the best. Anyways guys, a little bit weird, a little bit different from what we usually do, but hopefully this has been a very eye-opening experience. I know it was for me. I remember being really shocked when I decided to test it out. Yeah, upgrades and damage, those are king in this game. And you know what? That's just great. I like the idea that you can just scale up your damage and everyone has an advantage at some point. So yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.